To our wonderful league.
Okay, we are here live. Father's Day playoff series, the 4 versus the 5, the first ever series here. Best 2 out of 3. We got TI's Never Again, the away team, and Jackie Towell's Tampa Bay Rays as the home team. I am Zach Ashkenazi, and here with Jacob Jamal. Jacob Jigga Jamal, the great 6'1" in the booth. Jig, how we doing?
Zach, great to be here on this beautiful morning here at the Oakhurst First Aid and Firemen's Memorial Field. Father's Day, June 16th, our commissioner's birthday.
Happy birthday to the commish.
TI is stepping into the box as the Rays, who started off extremely hot this year, had a lot of lucky breaks to start the season and used them to their advantage, have kind of tapered off as the season ended, run into a very even-keeled, never-again team that seemed to split every single week.
Getting ready here as they throw the ball around. Eddie Harari stepping onto the rubber. Teddy Ishak leading off, the captain.
A make-or-break year for Eddie Harari, who has been hunting that championship that every player who signs up to the YMSL does. Many have knocked his ability to get that big game under his belt.
Yeah, a few one seeds from Eddie Harari, unable to secure a title. This year actually leading the league in walks, so a little different spin from Eddie as the first pitch. High, 1-0.
He seems to have shortened his gait to the
Boss Jig, you're familiar catching him, so maybe you could add some insight. You also caught the opposing pitcher last year, Nate Patesh, in a World Series winning run as the count is 2-1 here. Eddie deals high, 31. TI actually 11 walks on the season this year, so worthy to be in that leadoff spot. Had a bounce back year. Well, works a walk.
You know what they say about leadoff walks, Zach? Not the best way you want to start a very, very important playoff matchup. Eddie seems to have some struggles early finding the zone.
Yeah, I saw JT over the weekend. He felt very confident. Mentioned that if Eddie could keep the walks down, that the Rays are going to be successful. But right off the bat, walks the leadoff batter. Eddie deals inside, 1-0. ABJ Cohen, starting center fielder, an all-star this year.
Managing walks is always the bottom line in YMSL, as we know, Zach, from our own struggles early this year.
Strike, 2-1.
It comes down to pitching with authority or just kind of peppering the zone.
ABJ rips it off Citron's glove. Everybody's safe, first and second, nobody out. That's the hot corner there, Jig. You hit the ball hard, right into the webbing. You got to make that play. Citron looking into his glove. It looks like there may be a rip in the glove. He's calling for time. Going over to the infield captain, Max Sutton.
Max Sutton always prepared with extra equipment. Makes him such a valuable draft pick year in and year out, a true vet. TI with a leadoff walk and excellent base running. Not your prototypical leadoff man, but he, I believe, leads the league or somewhere close to it in walks this year.
Yeah, he's 2 behind the league leader, but an excellent way to get on base. You either got to hit or you got to get on. You got to find a way as a leadoff hitter.
And I'm sure most of those were not intentional, so credit to him running the bases well and getting on base.
We got Uri Adler here, first and second, nobody out, stepping into the box. Strike 1, 0-1 count. Uri with a mammoth home run in the All-Star game yesterday. Pops it up. Looks like Joe Cheer is settling under it. Not tagging. Lollipop throw in, but a good throw in. Keeps him there, unproductive out from the 3-hitter, Uri Adler.
And Uri has put in probably the most work during the offseason. KJ, our league physician, our league guru, our league hitting coach, our league everything in terms of elevating our game, I said that he has put in the most work and it's paid dividends.
We got fans rushing into the booth here, wondering what's going on, Jake.
And Eddie Harari leads off the at bat with a 1-0 ball in the dirt.
We got Nakush batting now, another All-Star, so Never Again sporting 3 straight All-Stars. ABJ, Uri Adler, Nakush here. So, nice meat to the lineup here. Nakush swinging at a low pitch. We got a 1-1 count.
Practically the same offering as the first pitch. Nakush golfs it into the dirt.
Nakush swinging early again, 1-2 count. This is when Eddie Harari needs to make a big pitch, Jig. 1-2 count. He just looks like he's laboring just to throw a strike. Let's see if he could get a big pitch here.
Another fouled ball directly behind the backstop for Nakush. 1-2 battling in this very, very, very big spot early on in Game 1 of the YMSL playoffs.
Playoff game, Jig, first inning. Uri Adler's got to do better there. As an All-Star, he hit close to 600 this year. You got to move the runners over in a playoff game. Nakush pops it up. Drops it, but a foul ball.
And that is the famous leaf that time did not touch, but definitely confused Joe Chira, who has been somewhat critiqued for his erratic left field play this year. Originally with the Warriors organization, was traded mid-season for Isaac Gindy. Isaac Gindy went on to play center field for the Warriors organization, and Joe Chira assumed left field duties here in Tampa Bay. Could be a costly error there, as a large out was looming for Eddie Harari, and now he digs into the mound for another pitch here to Nakush. 1-2 remains the count.
And the pitch.
He stays back.
Pitch, foul ball down the left field line. And Morris Casson out to retrieve the foul ball. Not playing today. Has a somewhat bye. As the top 3 seeds this year pretty much receive a bye to the semifinals. And these two teams here battling for that 4th spot in the semis.
There's been a lot of debate over the years of the 6-team or 5-team format, and I think this year kind of proved why a 5-team format gets the true worthy competitors on the field when the time matters. 2-2 to Nakush.
Full count here after a easy fly ball out in foul territory. Eddie Nakush has battled to 3-2. And the pitch, ball 4. Costly walk. First, second, and third. The bases are juiced for Vamos, Carlos Abadi here. What a season from Los. Coming off a World Series title. He had a good World Series for us last year. And, sort of rolled that momentum into this season. He was heavily criticized as an early draft pick this year. And came out and showed the critics what's happening. Eddie deals 0-1 right down the middle. Ball inside, 1-1.
Carlos has definitely elevated his game this year and in a huge spot. Ground ball through the hole.
2-run score. A big hit by Carlos Abadi, a play that Citron's got to make. You wonder if the glove change is looming in his head, but that's a ground ball out. Step on a bag. Didn't happen there for Citron, and it's a 2-0 lead for Never Again.
So 1 out squandered by Joe Chira in foul territory, and a ground ball to Citron that should have been maybe 2. Now leaves Eddie Harari with men on first and second with 1 out, pitching to his counterpart on Never Again, the pitcher, Nathan Batesh. The score is 2-0.
As Jake Yogi Casson delivers some chairs to the booth. Jake Yogi has been promoted to his new role in the commissioner's office.
Count is now 1-1, and Mocas comes over to lower the table for the great 6-1.
ABJ asking about a mercy rule in the playoffs in the first inning with a 2-0 lead. Starting the trash talk already, that's not going to go over well with the Rays. if it does go over well with the Rays, that means that they're not prepared to play today because the playoff attitude would fight that, would chirp that as Eddie Harari issues a 4-pitch walk to Naby here. They got to get out of this. They're in trouble. This could snowball early. As we see, looks like Leo Setton has stepped into the box. A tall, big-looking figure, Jig. I did not remember seeing this guy.
Yeah, I was watching him in batting practice. You know, he has a pull swing. He's a big, girthy fella, and he definitely should be able to get one in here if he connects. 2-0 is now the count as Eddie Harari puts yet another pitch into the dirt.
He looks like he's really struggling here, Jig. I don't know what it is. It may be this season of Eddie Harari. It's not the Eddie Harari we remember from.
Let's go, boys. Keep talking it up now. There we go. Leo. Let's go. Let's be smart here. Let's go, boys. Let's go now. Leo, he's got to come 2 more to you now. Let's go. Out of way, Leo. Let's go, Leo. What do you say now, Leo? What do you say? What do you say now, Leo? What do you say, Leo?
Half of the plate, and that was kind of the criticism, but that criticism proved to be a double-edged sword, as he's kind of abandoned what made him great in years past, as he tries to reinvent himself, perhaps unnecessarily. 0-1.
Eddie Michon, ground ball, Joey Cohen. Never again celebrating as Naby, instead of running into a double play on the tag, stopped in the baseline. Was later forced down to third, but allowed a run to score.
So I believe that's 5 in now.
Yep, 5-0, never again. A big first inning as Alan Jamal steps to the plate.
Alan Jamal with a historically poor season at the plate. However, T.I. continues to show faith in him. Let's see if he can get some insurance courtesy of Bluestone Brokerage here or never again.
Eddie Harari deals high. That's 2-0 now. Eddie really struggling, as an infielder, as a leader. You need an infielder to step to the mound after one of these walks, have a talk with Eddie, calm him down, say, let the defense make a play. We're not seeing any of that out of Tampa. They're just letting it happen.
It definitely is a team of people who are capable of providing that support. Max Sutton in particular.
Up and away, 31 here. Full count. My apologies. Full count. It's a deep. Joe Chiara tracking. Nice play by Joe Chiara to track it down. Makes the difficult one. Could not make the easy one in foul territory. It's a 5 spot for never again in the top of the first to open up our 2024 YMSL playoffs.
Alan, that was tremendous.
Sorry.
You did that on purpose? It's not nice.
I need the line of clouds.
It's not the throw.
Now we know it's not. Let's go. How many runs came in?
4.
How many runs came in?
4 runs in.
Let's go. 4. It's been a long game.
Hey, 2 more, Mr. Lou.
Troy, by the way, that's a strike. I know the other pitcher didn't know how to throw one. My guy does. They got their food.
Hey, last one. Here we go.
Boys, no sense of urgency. Early.
Let's go, Rays. Let's go, Rays.
Jackie Towell, 1. Joe G.
And we are back here at the First Aid, Oakhurst First Aid and Firemen's Memorial Field. A beautiful sunny day. Never Again jumps out to an early lead.
A 4-0 league, Jig. We stand corrected. We have to have the commissioner come over on his birthday to let us know that we had the score wrong. It is 4-0, Never Again, as JT, captain of the Rays organization, steps into the box.
Behind a fence. Here we go.
To lead it off, we have Nay B, the number 3 pick in the draft, the ace, deals strike 1.
Maybe getting ready.
Curls back with that wicked fastball for another strike. Nay B, what a pleasure to watch. One of the great talents that we've ever had in this league, Jig, especially in the circle.
All weekend long he's been pumping himself up. Got the pleasure of seeing him at Deal Synagogue over the weekend, and he's extremely focused, extremely lax at the same time, which is just the perfect mix you want to see from an experienced veteran all-star caliber pitcher.
Inside, 22 count, 2-2 count, and you know, on the contrary, right off the bat, I mean, it could be the 4-0 lead, but I'm also noticing Never Again encouraging Nay B, talking to him, as Sammy Esses makes a beautiful stab. 1 out.
I'd say Sammy Esses is one of the more underrated players in this league. His dependency at third base is probably above average compared to the field, and he's just been a proven value adder at the position that he gets drafted.
Yeah, I mean, 11th round pick, I believe Sammy Esses. Actually, 10th round pick. But a phenomenal pick. You know, you get a guy that can hold down a position like that, the hot corner. You know, you're not expecting much, but just to make the plays. He's not going to lay out for you, but a tough hop like that, short hop, and he made it look easy, nice and smooth.
Yeah, I mean, the radius that he could cover may not be the largest, but he covers his radius extremely well.
Correct. But sometimes it's all you could ask for. It's all you need. Joe G, an MVP candidate. Honestly, Jig, historic numbers this year. I think may have gone a little overlooked by some others with some high average, but Joe G with a high slugging percentage, a rocket off of the pitcher. Sammy Esses makes a ricochet, sends it over to first to Nate Kush. Joe G out by a hair. 2 away.
I have to question Joe G's look today. He's got long sleeve royal blue underneath his white Tampa Bay Rays jersey with Colorado Rocky purple socks. As he throws the helmet in frustration, 2 outs.
2 outs, and early frustration starting to boil here for the Rays. Bang bang play, could have gone either way. Gonna have to slow down the frames and see what the call was, but looked like it could have gone either way. May have been out. You got to reward the nice play, I believe. A rocket off an AB seems to be okay. Didn't even flinch as Hank DeWeck, the Rays' second MVP candidate, steps into the box. 2 outs, nobody on.
Lewis with an interesting mound visit after the play. I guess that was just to check and make sure his pitcher was healthy after the ball ricocheted off him.
His pitcher and his son, Jig, so may be from a father's standpoint on Father's Day just to check on his son. Other than that, maybe seems to be okay here.
Lewis, of course, did not catch his son last season. As Naby, I had the pleasure of catching this phenomenal specimen on the mound, and boy, was he good last year.
2-1 count, maybe. Strike, Hank DeWeck a little late on it, fouled it off. 2-2 count, as Never Again is in the 4 outfield setting here. Looks like Carlos Abadie went to the right field line. He plays an excellent right field, Jig.
And he just tipped that just a little bit.
Upstairs, full count to Hank DeWeck, a nice pitch. Just above the strike zone, but enough where you could get a chase at some point in the game.
Off-speed
High
pitch has
pitch,
popped up.
pops it up a little into no man's land. ABJ calls it, but nowhere near it. A bad call by ABJ. TI could have had that play. ABJ called it way too early. And Hank Dweck on second base with a double. Let's see what Max Sutton has here. This could be a big run to shift the momentum. A two-out pop-up that should have been caught results in a double. Max Sutton, let's see if he can make him pay with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs.
That is the kind of chemistry you hope to see figured out by now at this point in the season for a potential championship winning team. Off the bat, you should see one clear man running for the ball. As you've seen these plays take over in the past over and over again.
Never again remaining in the 4 outfield formation for Max Sutton here. A gap-to-gap line drive hitter. Max with a ton of ribbies this year. I believe it's in the 20s. Hitting behind Joe G and Hank and JT as well. That's what you're going to get. So Max making him count. Let's see if he could add to his tally here, the first of the postseason.
Max says his key to hitting is keeping that front shoulder tucked.
A good pitch right up the middle. ABJ fields, fires, home, a bad throw. Hank Dweck scores. Another double for Max Sutton. That is 2 bad plays in a row by ABJ. He made a call when he was nowhere near the ball. And then a worthless throw home when you're up by 4 runs. Max Sutton's allowed to advance to second base, where Morris Gindy takes his place as the slotted runner. Joey Cohen now steps to the box. Jig, this could be a big change in the game now. Two misplays by Never Again, and could easily cut the lead in half here with another hit.
So after a 2-out rally, the game is now within closer reach for the Rays. They are only down by 3, 4-1, bottom of the first. Abe, Jeff?
Ground ball, second base.
Oh, and
Carlos, that is just silky smooth from Carlos Abadi. Backhand, up the middle, turns, fires to first. 3 outs, and maybe running off the field angry at the way that played out.